Well, hello everyone. Welcome to round 13 of the fucking Goose's My Team career mode here on F1 2023, and you join us in Belgium for the Belgian sprint race, part 1, and then in part 2, the Grand Prix. So we're practiced and qualified, and for the 5th time, we're starting in P1. P1, people. I do like Belgium. It's an amazing track. We finished third last season in F123, so hopefully we could do pull off another miracle. So the only downside is that unfortunately some of the upgrades have not come through, as I'll just show you quickly. Yeah, so that failed. Get that in sorted, and then there's this one as well. Yeah, that's it's annoying. Yeah, we're not exactly the best team. We're actually at the bottom because I can't manage my resources properly. But anyway, without further delay, let's get on with the sprint race, shall we?
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Goose lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Norris, Russell, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Ocon, Joe, Albon, Stroll, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Sargent, De Vries and Callum Williams. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We will soon find out.
Alright people, it's the Belgian sprint race. Obviously not something to take too seriously, but obviously because the Grand Prix is the main event. But here we go, the 8 laps of the Belgian sprint race is underway here. The Goose gets a good start here, followed by the Mercedes, and Goose goes in deep and keeps P1 from Hamilton and the Ferrari behind him. I think that's Leclerc. It is Charles Leclerc, I think. There we go. Go into the iconic section here, the fast chicane. Oh, look at that. He's gone. He's leading by half a second. All on medium tyres. Hamilton, then Leclerc, followed by Perez and George Russell at the back of P5. I think Verstappen must be he's well behind, I think, after some kind of interesting qualifying performances. Oh, we go wide. It's the made contact with Hamilton. We're collision warning with Hamilton. Can we just see that, because I think he's lost a bit of his wing. We must have hit him quite hard as we so the Goose overcooks this turn. Bang! Right into Hamilton, and we do get an FIA warning. Leclerc passes Hamilton. Yeah, he's lost his wing completely. Hamilton is out of the game for now. That's gonna make the Grand Prix more interesting. But meanwhile, Hamilton is still holding position 3 here. Remarkably, and George Russell takes position 4 from Sergio Perez, but it's all down really to Leclerc and the Goose here as they fight for P1. It may be Belgium, but this is the 13th round, and 13 is the unlucky number. And also this is a sprint race, so anything can happen. Like that, for example, and there's wing damage from the Goose and Leclerc, but the Goose manages to correct himself there, and Leclerc's gone! Hit and run! Can we just see that again? He just pits the Goose. But the Goose nicely defends there and actually doesn't actually crash the car. But this is the 3rd time now Leclerc screwed us over. He screwed us over in Bahrain in round 1. Then in round 2 at Saudi Arabia, which gave us penalty points. So we exceed track limits and we don't go into the pit lane. So we still hold position 1 for now, with a damaged wing, which is not exactly the best situation for us. Russell P2, Perez P3, Sainz P4, Norris P5. Obviously Hamilton's had to pit as well to get a new wing, courtesy of the Goose. So, you know what this means, don't you? First, Leclerc screws us over in Bahrain, round 1, then in round 2 at Saudi Arabia, and now Belgium. Even though it's a sprint race, he still screwed us over. Which means the Goose is going to sometime between now and the end of season 1, Leclerc is going to be absolutely assassinated by the Goose. The Goose is going to get his comeuppance. The Goose is going to get his comeuppance upon Leclerc. And because of that wing damage, it's obviously affecting the handling, and Russell gets ahead. George Russell is through, and so is Sergio Perez, but the Goose is holding on to position 2. And we go off the track, making contact with Sergio Perez, the actual Red Bull driver, not Verstappen. More contact with Perez.
Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received a penalty.
No, we didn't, did we? And we nearly hit the wall. In fact, I think we just clipped the wall there. We're very lucky to not crash, and making more contact with Sergio Perez here. We're going to the fast bit here. Oh my life! We run Sir Perez off the track. How is he? Is he still there? Yes, he's still position 5. Oh my life! He's still going. George Russell sets the fastest lap, and it's Verstappen. It's caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Verstappen is P4, Carlos Sainz P3, Perez P5. We go off the track again. Obviously, this is because of the wing damage sustained earlier, and we lose position 2 to Carlos Sainz.
Come on, you can win that place.
And we're going to Jesus Christ! Not on that bit! This Goose is on a roll, people. Where is he? He's P5. No, he's dropped back. No, he's fighting. Oh no, he's position 4. He had a brief fight with Lando Norris there, but he's fighting Sergio Perez now for position 4. Goes back to position 5. George Russell is gone. He's 6.5 seconds in front of us here because of the wing damage and handling we've got. Also, we're keeping well, people behind us, like Verstappen. In fact, here comes Verstappen. Contact from Verstappen. That was a bit naughty. Hey, that was his fault. He's bullying us. Red bully. As we bully Sergio Perez, and we go slightly off, a bit too far out. Oh! Norris trying to pit us like Leclerc did just. And there goes Norris. Yeah, the Goose is finally. It's taken him 2 laps, but we now realise that we have absolutely lost any chance of a Goose sprint race, as we're going to have to pit. We should have pitted with Charles Leclerc, but we didn't. But well, that's our opportunity for a point to the sprint race gone, I'm afraid. But the sprint race is, there's nothing really important. Oh, we've lost the entire front wing. What a surprise.
They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
I mean, the sprint race is not really important. It's just basically, well, I would say it's not a Grand Prix, it's not a qualifying, so it's basically just useless.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
So yeah, sprint race is a bit useless. The only good thing about the sprint race is that you do get points if you finish in the top 8. but no, we are last. What? That was just a waste. We did really well in the practice and qualifying, and all of that has just been thrown out of the window. Hamilton still has the fastest lap, taking it from George Russell. Oh dear. Well, this was fun. Well, it was until Leclerc screwed us over. Thanks, Leclerc. Damn you, Leclerc. The Goose will get you. Now, we have to be careful because management have specifically told the Goose to not get revenge, because you'll get disqualified, penalty points, and we overcook the tight bus stop like chicane here into the last two corners.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. We're currently trailing our teammate by 15.8 seconds.
You don't hear that very often. Well, we're halfway through the sprint race at 5, very fast through this the fast chicane. Radion corner? Yeah, Radion. I don't know. It really is round 13, isn't it?
10.9 seconds.
The unlucky round. Trailing Hamilton by almost 11 seconds. You can just see him on the mini-map here on the below you on the top bottom left. What is it? Very aggressive driving we're seeing here, which is obviously not helping. Clean, solid driving will help us to improve not only our delta, but will help us catch up to Hamilton faster and not make mistakes constantly like that. But no. EA needs to fix that, because that's just annoying. The sound. Oh, here we go. Hamilton and Leclerc are starting to move up the chain here. Leclerc's moved to 18. He's passed Williams. Hamilton is now making gain on Williams, our team racing driver. So Hamilton's position 20. De Vries is at the Goose's mercy in P21. Obviously this is where the drama actually begins. So we now get to see. Oh, never mind. See, what I was going to say was this: we were going to see how well Williams's team efforts, in the upgraded simulator training, personnel training with the facilities has improved. And it's not improved at all. Hamilton's gone, and so is Leclerc.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Which means we have to work our socks off if we are to get in front of Nick De Vries. If we get in front of Nick De Vries or not. Now, De Vries is actually a worthy adversary after Hungary, as we tried to assassinate him. This time, when we mean assassinate, we mean murder, because that corner at turn 8 Azerbaijan
Nudging the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good.
is just, it's a death trap, and you can't go too wide like the Goose did with Nick de Vries. So what de Vries did at Hungary was deserved. So we now see de Vries as a worthy adversary, and one that the Goose will actually end.
Our gap to the car in front is 6.3 seconds.
And we are actually catching up with de Vries and our teammate, who they seem to be having a bit of a fight for position 20. Obviously Hamilton is miles off, fighting Leclerc. Oh, that's not helping, Goose. Speed and power does not solve all the problems. I mean, I do have an issue. I do have problems concentrating after a period of time, and I get quite frustrated sometimes after I have a short fuse of patience when racing, so that there are times where I will perform really well, and then there are times where I perform really bad. I cut corners, I get frustrated, so I think I'm not the only one. You know, we all have those days.
Okay, you've just started the final lap
And
of the race. Final lap.
Leclerc has passed Nico Hulkenberg, the Haas driver, for position 17, which puts Hulkenberg in position 18, and he's got Hamilton on his tail. Obviously Hamilton's going to overtake him soon, because it's Hamilton. Hulkenberg is not an experienced driver. He's relatively new to the F1 calendar. And there goes Hamilton. But Williams is still holding in front of de Vries, which is good. However, it's time for Williams to do better. Positions 15 or better would be nice. Not position 20. And you can just see the two cars now in front of you on the screen. De Vries is trailing Williams. Callum Williams, our driver, teammate, not Williams Racing, so not Alexander Albon or Logan Sargent. Oh. And the Goose making the last of his overtake button, the ERS management. And by now the winner of the sprint race has passed the podium, which doesn't matter, and we've got the corner. How have we not been penaltied? It doesn't matter, because we've crossed the line. P21. We've managed to take Nick de Vries, cheated our way through actually, through the that corner, and George Russell is your driver of the day.
So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Well, that wraps up Sprint. All that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
At least it's the sprint race, because the sprint race is basically qualifying for 8 laps. But Jesus, we got screwed again by this person. Where is he, the bastard? Where is he? I can't find him. Leclerc. This is the 3rd time now. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna get him in the Grand Prix. If there's a red flag, watch. The Leclerc is going down. He's just going down. 3 times now. First it was Bahrain, lap 24, final corner. Saudi Arabia, which actually caused the safety car to come out and gave us penalty points as well. And now this. He's gonna fucking have it. But if you'd like to see the live execution of Charles Leclerc, then please stay tuned for part 2 of the Belgian weekend here on my channel, Tico Zotter. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to both channels, and we'll see you for Charles Leclerc's live execution tomorrow.